This will be the first of 2 videos using the quadratic formula, just to go through it a couple times. Good idea. So we went through the quadratic formula in class. It's that long formula that has that catchy little tune, "To Pop Goes the Weasel." You're probably already singing it in your head right now. So I'll sing it a little bit here. Remember, it's x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Alright, so that's what we're going to use to solve for x. Remember, anytime you're solving for x in quadratic functions, that means you are finding the x-intercepts of your graph. So first thing we want to do is identify the a, b, and c of our function. You want to make sure that your function's in standard form, which it is, so we're ready to go. Our a value is 1, the number in front of the x squared. Our b value is 1, the number in front of the x. And our c value is a negative 12, that number off on the end without an x. Alright, so when we do our quadratic formula, we are just going to follow along with that formula. So it's x equals, it's a negative, and then you plug in your b, plus or minus the square root of b squared, so 1 squared, minus 4ac. So 4 times 1 times negative 12. All over 2a, so 2 times 1. Alright, so I think the easiest thing to do is first get this number set right here. We want to figure out what goes underneath the square root. So sometimes I just write that above. A 1 squared is 1. You want to treat this like a negative 4, so negative 4 times 1 times negative 12 is a positive 48. And then 1 plus 48 is 49. So when we keep writing this, we have a negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 49 over 2. Well, next thing you want to do is actually take the square root. If you know the square root of 49, great. If not, just grab your calculator, get the square root of 49 from that. So we have negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 49 is 7 over 2. Alright, from here, we're going to break our problem apart. Because there's that plus or minus 7, we want to simplify this separately. So we're going to do negative 1 plus 7 over 2, and then you're going to do negative 1 minus 7 over 2. So that plus or minus gets split up into these two parts right there. Alright, so next we just do that math. A negative 1 plus 7 is 6. Divided by 2 is a 3. Negative 1 minus 7 is negative 8. Divided by 2 is negative 4. So our x values are 3 and negative 4. Again, on a graph, those would be your two x-intercepts.